Hey everyone, Saul here, and welcome back to another episode of Saul's Food Train. In this week's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a grilled steak with harissa green beans with pine nuts on top. Follow the simple steps in this video and you will achieve the same product as what I have done. Guys, also please like and subscribe to my channel. Also head over to Facebook and check out my Facebook page as well. Enjoy the video, guys. Let's get into it. We're going to start off first by making our harissa paste. You will need 1 medium chilli and 3 cloves of garlic. Roughly chop both of these together, and then once we've done that, we're going to add it to a mortar pestle. Once you have your garlic and chili chopped and added in there, you're now going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of ground coriander. And then you're also going to add 1 teaspoon of cumin. And then mix together so it forms a paste. Now you're going to add 1 tablespoon of oil to it. Mix through thoroughly, making sure that all is combined. Harissa is a hot sauce or a paste used in North African cuisine, made from chilies, garlic and olive oil, and then you add various other seasonings to it. This paste also goes well with chicken, lamb, pork. Once all combined, right at the end, you want to go ahead and season it with a bit of salt. And there you have it, harissa paste. This is going to be going on the top of our green beans. Now it's time to move on to the next thing. On to our green beans now. Take around 250 grams worth of beans and top and tail the ends off them first, and then place them to the side. After we have prepped all our beans, we're going to go ahead afterwards and blanch these. Blanching is a cooking process in which a food, vegetable or fruit is partly cooked in boiling water. The food is then removed after a brief time and plunged into ice cold water to halt the cooking process. This is called shocking or refreshing. Doing this with green vegetables also helps them keep the nice green colour. Place a pot of water on the heat and bring to a boil. It is really important that your water is boiling first before you add any of your vegetables to the pot. Go ahead now and add your green beans to the pot. You're going to go ahead now and cook these for 2 minutes. Have your ice bath of water ready to go to take the beans out. Once the 2 minutes is up, take the beans out of the pot and place them into the ice bath water. This is going to completely stop the cooking process. Once the beans have sat in the water for 5 minutes, go ahead after and drain it off. Now that our harissa paste is made and our beans are blanched, we're going to move on to the best part, the steak. Start with the right cut of steak when it comes to cooking red meat. Thicker is better. This is a ribeye, around 250 to 260 grams. Before cooking these, it is very important that you leave these out to come to room temperature, about 20 minutes to half an hour before you're going to cook them. This will also help the steaks cook evenly and they will taste so much better. We are going to grill these steaks on a grill pan. When grilling, it is important that you oil, salt and pepper the food before you even place it in the pan. Let's go ahead now and season our steaks with salt and pepper, a decent amount. And then once you have done that, place them into a bowl and then add a good splash of olive oil and then mix it all around together so that the steaks are all nice and coated. You want to start your pan off on a very high heat. You want to hear that sizzle when that meat hits the pan. We're going to cook these steaks medium rare. These steaks will take 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Every steak is different, depending on size and thickness. Cooking times can vary. Touch and feel is important when you're cooking a steak. You can feel the rawness when it's still raw, and when it's starting to get firm, you can feel the pushback in the steak. Before we decide to flip these steaks, I'm going to turn them to the side first. This is going to give the cool looking grill pattern on the steaks. These have been cooking for about 3 minutes now, and they have a good sear underneath. Once they have a very good sear, you then now want to go ahead and flip them. Cook for another 2 to 3 minutes now. Turn the steaks on the side again to give it that nice cool grill pattern looking effect. Now we have that pattern effect on both sides of the steak. These steaks look, touch and feel medium rare now. The most important part after cooking a steak, besides eating it, is letting it rest now for at least a good 5 minutes. This is going to help the meat completely relax and you're just going to have such a nice piece of meat. On to cooking our green beans now. We're going to use the same pan, so just wipe the pan out after you're done. Place all your blanched green beans from earlier into a bowl and add some olive oil and then season with salt and pepper, a good amount. Toss it all around so it's all combined and coated like we did the steaks. Place your grill pan on a high heat and then add your beans to the pan. Cook them for at least 2 to 3 minutes. You still want a nice crunch to your beans. These beans look nice and grilled now. Let's take them off the heat and place them into a bowl for now. It's going to make life so much easier when we go to plate this. The steak's been resting for 5 minutes now. I want to show you guys the center. It's medium rare and it looks delicious. Let's move on to plating this up finally now. This is going to be delicious. I hope you guys enjoy this. Place your steak on the plate. Add your green beans next to our steak. Take our harissa paste now and add a few dollops around the green beans. Once you have done with the harissa paste, top with some toasted pine nuts. And then after that, garnish with some nice fresh herbs. And there we have it guys. Grilled steak with harissa green beans. Thank you for watching guys. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And also check me out on Facebook as well.